Hey guys, what's going on? So today I'm going to show you how you can win 90% of your trades in Phil's Discord. But before we get into that, if you don't know who I am yet, my name is Russell Barber, and I've been testing hundreds of alert services for years now. So if you'd like to see my top 10 alert service video for 2025, just check out this video that you're looking at on your screen right now. It'll be linked in the description below. It's the top 10 alert services. These change from time to time. This just happens to be top 10 that I really like at the moment, but rapidly I'm adding new ones and to this list, so this could change. So keep an eye on my channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and let's get going with today's video. So I wanted to introduce you to Phil's 0DTE SPX Income Spreads service. I've already done a couple of videos on this, but not everybody's seen it yet, and we did a launch just about a week ago now. He has a 91% win rate. And before we get into that, let me just show you the course that we actually have called Learn How to Win 90% of Your Trades in 90 Seconds. So I'll link this in the description below as well. All you have to do is put in your email. This course will teach you for free how to do a lot of these types of trades, how to do the sell side options trades like spreads and things like that as well. It's well worth it. I've seen people selling similar courses for $2,000. This one's completely free and it's definitely worth checking out. So make sure you check the description for a link in there because it will really help you learn the basics of selling options for premium. So definitely check that out. So let's go through today's trade. There was actually two trades, one by Lance and one by Phil. This can get a little bit complicated, so I'll take you to the page right here. So you get two trades, two consistency and predictable SPX trades. One is alerted at 10 a.m. Eastern Time and one is at exactly 10:40, and we'll get into why it's exactly 10:40 in a few minutes, so keep watching. If you want to join the service, simply go to the link in the description below. It'll take you here. You can email me if you want the track records for 2023, well, 2024 and 2025 at stockalertsreviewed@protonmail.com, and I'll send those to you as well. Some people have been emailing me asking for track records, but I'll show you today's trade as well, just out of interest, because the market's closing in 9 minutes, and this has been an interesting day to say the least. So I'll show you my trade on it, and I'll show you what other people have been doing on it as well. But first, let's go over to the Discord. This is the 0DTE SPX Income Spreads Discord right here. We've got a main chat channel. We have strategy guides. So Lance has a strategy. That's the guy who alerts at 10 Eastern. And then we have Phil's strategy guides. He alerts at 10:40 Eastern. And the reason for that is he's tested that time to be the perfect time for entry into the strategy. He's really big into data. This guy is phenomenal. Like I said, he's won 91% of his trades over the last year and a half. And basically he's grown his account 90 or 100%. So it's really good. Definitely check it out. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Now these are the actual alerts channels. So I'm going to show you today's alert for Lance. We'll do Lance first, then we'll do Phil. So we go to Lance really quick here. Lance has a different strategy. He doesn't close out for as much premium, but his trades tend to be faster and a little bit less scary. So here was his Iron Condor trade. And again, that course, Learn How to Win 90% of Your Trades in 90 Seconds, teaches you how to do these. Very simple. Don't be put off by the fact that you're buying and selling puts. Selling an option is just as easy as buying an option. There's nothing scary about it. So you just have to follow the simple instructions and you can just get the collect premium. So you're collecting the premium that comes in, and basically you're letting Theta Decay figure out how you're going to profit basically. And Lance did this trade. It looks like it took him a couple hours. So 9 o'clock, that's Central Time, so 10 Eastern, all the way to 11:18, so 2.5 hours almost, and he got 3.7% on this trade. This was on SPX. All this stuff is on 0DTE SPX trades, so you don't have to worry about tickers or whatnot. Now that was one of them. The other one that worked really well today was Phil's 0DTE. He has a slightly different channel here where it's a little bit different in terms of it's a bot. So you can see like the actual alert right here. And this is even more simple to read. You can see the timestamp that came out. It's a put credit spread. I'll show you exactly what that looks like visually on my trading view in just a few minutes. And he had sell put at 57.60, buy put at 57.55. Very simple, easy to do. All you need is level 2 options approval on your brokerage, which is really easy to get. And you can make these trades. These trades are making just as much percentage-wise as something like IWM alerts. So if you're in IWM alerts, this could be something you might want to try. It's a whole different strategy, but it does actually give a really nice return, so definitely check it out. Let's go over to TradingView and have a look at what this looks like visually, and I'll show you and explain my trade. So this is the day today, so this is the start of the day back here. And you can see we had some choppy price action all the way up to around about here at 57.83. This is where Phil at 10:40 Eastern time alerted that he was placing the really simple put credit spread, which is represented by these lines here and here. The red line is the sold put and the bought put is here. So really, you're not doing anything extra. This is not some crazy thing. You're literally just selling a put to open it and buying a put to open it at these different strikes, which were put in the Discord like right here and right here. So really easy, straightforward to do. Now, one of the rules that dictates if this goes against us, so what you'd, in an ideal world, this would either go sideways, right, or it would even go up away from these strikes. You don't want to get near those strikes if possible. And today was actually a slightly more challenging day. You can see even later on in the day, things were looking a little bit hairy. This is how I played it, and then I'll show you the people in the chat and how they played it. So I placed the trade around here, and then basically as it pulled back down, the trade's going against you, right? So this is a potentially more of a bullish trade, although it's not technically fully directional. You can still win if it stays flat or even goes down a bit, as long as you don't go below your put credit spread. And so I averaged in here, which is the rule. So he has one rule where you average in at 145 exactly, and I averaged in here. And by the time we made this bounce up to here, just from 11:03 my time to 12, so like an hour, I'd actually recovered to the point where the rules say to take all your profits. So I got really good profit here. This is my screenshot of my profit here. So about 8% on my risk buying power, 8% on Phil's 0DTE SPX income spread, 8%. And that was from placing the trade here, averaging here, and then taking profits here. You can see the trade actually worked if you held it all day. But things started to get a little bit hairier towards the end of the day here. We started to tap the top strike here. Now, it's only a partial loss if you go below, like between these two strikes. So it wasn't the end of the world, but people were probably getting a little bit nervous at this point. Luckily, I was out the trade, but I saw some people maybe getting a little bit nervous. But remember, time decay has already helped you a lot by the time you get to this point right here. So even though the price has gone down a lot, it's not as bad as it looks because time decay has worked in your favor. Now today we're getting lucky and we're actually getting a turnaround and we're getting a rejection from this strike price here, and we're actually getting in, so we go into the close here in the next 3 minutes, a nice full win. Even if you were to hold and not average in like I did and everything, even if you were to hold, you'd get a full win on this trade right here. So pretty cool, right? Like pretty easy trade. So if we go over to the Discord here, we can get my computer working right, and we can look in the general chat channel and see how people are doing. So go up here. So people getting out at 50 cents, that's good. Remember, you want this to go to 0 potentially, would be a full win. And because it was a more difficult day, people are not getting to 0, but they're collecting decent premium, $50 per contract or so on this. So this guy's doing well here. This is what I was just showing you, posting here. So Chuck also got out at 50 cents. That's the goal when these days go against us. It means you're getting about $50 per contract, which is nice. And if you look at the math, that's roughly what I had. I had 10 contracts, $50 roughly each. Comes to $525. So you get about $50 per contract. Now you could get more if you'd held it right to the end there, right? Like, so we'll see if anybody got the full whammy. This guy had 5 contracts and got $335 profit. So that would be about $3,500 of capital needed for that trade. So yeah, so that was basically it. Another really good trade. The post your profits channel here. See if anything loads in it. I really need to upgrade my computer. The RAM is so being used up. Investing Teacher, Lance also takes Phil's trades. So Phil's opened at 0.6 and then we added at 1.45, closed at 0.6 for him. I closed around there as well. And Investing Teacher, Lance, he opened his at 0.6 and closed at 0.25. So remember, going down is good because you're collecting that premium, that difference in the money. Anyway, hopefully that's helpful. Check out all the links. Make sure you check out our course. Make sure you check out the landing page for the actual service. It's really good. You can see that the profits for 2024 have been phenomenal. And 2025 has been good too. Remember, I'll put my email in there as well. If I forget, just let me know in a comment and ask to see the results for the 2024 and 2025 results for this. Also, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Check out my 10 top alert services. I think you'll find it useful. And I'll talk to you guys soon.